Marty, great to see you. How are you, and how was the weekend for the Padres?
The weekend was saved by Nick Castellanos thanks to his 2-out, 2-strike, game-tying two-and homer in the ninth inning, saving what would have been an absolute disastrous weekend for the Padres, in which they only mustered 14 total hits against the St. Louis Cardinals, which is like their worst they've ever had in a 4-game series. So they got the win, which is the most important thing, man. But the same questions still exist when it comes to the Padres offense. It's just remarkable to me that here on May 11th, 28th in team batting average at 223, 27th in OPS, 20th in home runs, and Fernando Tatis Jr., excuse me if it sounds like Groundhog's Day, is still looking for his first home run. So they split with the Cardinals, which is good news. But man, the same questions still persist about this Padres offense.
Marty, which set of eyes do I look into when I'm talking to you? Did you wear that hat on purpose to confuse me?
I did not. I love this. It's a Monday. This is my Monday hat. I'm having a really, really bad hair day today. So this is the Padres Single A affiliate, the Lake Elsinore Storm, where just a couple of weeks ago, I saw Lucas Giolito make his first rehab start for the Padres. But you can look, yeah, right here. There we go. I love this logo. It's great, isn't it?
Yeah, it just confuses me. You know, sometimes us Polish folks, we get confused easy. So I didn't know where to look. How are the Padres doing this? I mean, they're right there with the Dodgers. I know their pitching's been really good, but their hitting has been inconsistent, I guess would be a nice way to put it. Tatis has 0 homers. You look at the lineup, Machado wasn't off to a great start. So are they just doing this literally with pitching and timely hitting? I mean, Nick Castellanos, that was an epic at-bat yesterday.
It was an epic at bat. You know, that's a great question. How are they doing it? I think Craig Stammen is looking for those answers as well when we ask him, daily in postgame, like, how are you guys doing this with the offense this bad? And I know Tatis gets all the blame or all the attention because he has 0 home runs and 140 plus at bats, but Manny Machado is off to like the worst start of his career. He's only batting 191 right now. He had been over 24, over 20. For his last 24. They're not getting any production from the big three that you're expecting to really carry this offense. Tatis, Jackson Merrill, Manny Machado combined 221 average with 10 home runs. They're getting it from their bench pieces, like Nick Castellanos in a new role with a timely home run yesterday. Gavin Sheets has had some big moments. Miguel Andujar, who's getting a lot more playing time. Ty France, who's taking over at first base. That's how they're doing this, and they're getting it with their pitching. They have, as you guys know, the best closer in baseball, Mason Miller. The challenge for the Padres has been getting a lead to their bullpen. Jeremiah Estrada is back. He sets up, Jason Adam and Mason Miller. So if you have a lead, you feel pretty good with the Padres. They just haven't had that as of late. But Scott and AJ, if you had told me before the season that at this mark, the Padres would be 24-16, tied with the Dodgers in the NL West, I think Padres fans would take it. The concern has been the offense has been unconvincing because you can't expect your bench to carry you throughout the course of the season. They've had the second easiest strength of schedule in baseball to this point. They'll have a tough series with the Brewers coming up, then to Seattle, then home versus the Dodgers for the first time, and the Phillies. So they've got to figure it out offensively because you can't expect your bench to be your biggest strength moving forward.
Marty, I tell you what Craig Stammen's not doing. He's not looking for a reason. He's just enjoying the ride. Trust me, he is not. He's not looking. You ask him, how are you doing this? He's like, I don't care. We're just winning games, and let's just stick to it. So, yeah, baseball people are weird. We're crazy. We're kind of superstitious a little bit. So, trust me, he's not looking for answers. He's just like, we're just enjoying the ride.
Yeah, we're finding a way. His exactly what he said yesterday is we're finding a way to win these games. And he says every single day we're going to hit. These guys are too good not to hit. So we'll see what happens. I will mention, this kind of surprises me that as you're looking for production, you want Merrill, you want Manny, you want these guys to couldn't carry the team, but a guy they've missed, which is surprising, is their catcher, right? Can't overlook the catching position, right, AJ? Luis Campusano was given his first real chance to be an everyday guy or a platoon guy with Freddie Fermin. Craig Stammen, had a lot of faith in him, and he was really productive. So a bit of a hit when he fractured his toe last week. He's on the IL. We know that Jake Cronenworth is on the concussion list as well. So the Padres have some pieces out there that maybe will impact this lineup, but They're finding a way. They're finding a way because they are getting just enough production from their bench guys. And you're hoping that one of these days, their core will figure it out offensively.
To me, Marty, I think the identity of the Padres has shifted. Last year, this team didn't have much pop, and now we have a season where the bullpen looks dynamite, right? And
yes.
Starting pitching-wise, even at the back end, Walker Buehler putting together nice starts. Randy Vasquez, what he's done to transform his career has been cool. Giolito's coming soon. Michael King's been great. So we're adding up all of these names on the pitching side, and I'm like, is this team just a pitching identity organization at the current time frame, even though there are notable names in the lineup card? It's not like it's just, the first couple months of the season. And obviously, Machado wasn't like this last year. Tatis wasn't like this last year. So some of that will come along. But as we're looking at some of the ranks, it's like they're towards the bottom. So even if they get into a better place, I still think this is like a pitching team, a team that wins by pitching and maybe just enough timely hitting like you're mentioning.
Scott, so much conversation leading up to this point was that the Padres would need to go ahead and add an arm, right? If they want to go ahead and be deep playoff contenders, you can never have enough starting pitching, especially when, Nick Pivetta is on the injured list. No idea when he comes back, when or if he comes back. Same for Joe Musgrove. Michael King has been, he's his own harshest critic, but he is showing that he can be an ace. Randy Vasquez, better than anyone expected, except maybe his pitching coach, Ruben Niebla. Walker Buehler yesterday probably had what Stammen said was his strongest outing of the season. Buehler only gave himself a B+. Set for him, he's mentally in the right place, but he's got a lot more to go. Giolito, I think, could join the Padres this weekend when they are in Seattle. So yes, the pitching has been a bigger strength. I still think that right now a bigger point of concern is going to be the offense. But to your point on the identity, I think that the Padres rotation has been a more pleasant surprise than anyone expected. We already know how good this bullpen is. So that's actually a position of strength, might be their pitching. You can't have enough starting pitching. Again, we don't know what to expect from Lucas Giolito and his velocity when he does rejoin. But to your point, Scott, the pitching absolutely has been their identity. It's been their biggest strength, in my opinion.
Marty, where's Joe
bench too?
Where's Joe Musgrove? I feel like he hasn't pitched in years. Where is he? Do we have an update on Joe Musgrove? You don't even hear anything about him anymore.
Well, he's there, but I know when he joined Darren and I in Friar Territory out in spring, and this I think was before he threw a rehab game against GB, Great Britain, ahead of the World Baseball Classic. That was the Green Bay. I'm sorry, I'm in football mode for whatever reason, but that's the last time that Joe Musgrove pitched, and I think that he was so excited, right? His first time in real game action, and then he had the setback. So he is not throwing a baseball right now. He's not really. He's around the team. He travels with a team. He's rehabbing, but right now, there was no timeline on Joe, and I know he's frustrated talking about it because he spoke about it so much last season. Every week we'd say, "Hey Joe, do you think that you can make a playoff push? Can you join this team? Where are you in your rehab?" But right now there is no expectation for Joe Musgrove. There is no timeline for Joe Musgrove. Stammen's been pretty optimistic that he will return to the Padres at some point, but it would be shocking, I think, to me if the Padres saw him anytime before the All-Star break. So right now, no timeline with Musgrove and Pivetta. I think if you're the Padres fans, you have to look at his potential return as an added bonus, an added boost to this rotation. But there's no guarantees as to what Joe Musgrove can be when he does return to the Padres. But he's around, but not throwing.
That's wild. I just remember him being one of the workhorses for a few years, and then hasn't pitched much. So
when is the last time he pitched?
March 4th.
No. Well, in a real game. Not against the sucky Packers, like in a real game.
Significant innings. It's been
24.
24. He made 19 starts. Yeah, he hasn't pitched. He didn't pitch last year.
We're going on almost 2 years now.
He hasn't made 30 starts since 2022.
Yeah, but we're going on almost 2 years since he's pitched at all.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Wow, that sucks.
Getting into like the where McCullers didn't pitch for years. It's kind of getting into that territory.
And Darvish is done, right? Darvish officially done. Do we know that?
He hasn't officially announced his retirement. I actually saw him. He's on the restricted list. So I saw him briefly at Petco Park at the start of this homestand. So he's still around this team, but he's not doing anything. And there's been no announcement for him on whether or not he plans to pitch again. We know, I mean, he's not back this season. And who knows if there's a lockout, maybe you take all of next season out too. So we'll see. His kid, his oldest kid, Shohei Darvish. What a great name is that? Shohei Darvish is actually pitching for USD. Baseball team here in San Diego. So we'll see. Maybe he'll enjoy, being a dad to his kids and watching his son do his thing.